Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox. How about we talk about that?
Yes!
That's real.
Blackburn.
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new video, and today we're going to do things a little bit different. We brought in some special guests, and we're pretty much going to discuss, a couple of things that's going on today. Be it the BET Awards, Bill Cosby, and a couple other things. So, you know what? Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Nia. I'm a model.
I'm Lily, aka Lovely Sasha, the model.
I'm Jay Marshall, CEO of Jay Marshall and Company, and a model.
My name is Ashley. I'm the CEO of the Model Plugin, and I am a plus size model.
What's up, y'all? I'm Rod with the Oddie Body. Your everyman. You can follow me on Instagram at Text of Slay.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the BET Awards. So, who actually seen the BET Awards?
I seen it.
Okay, so what did you think?
Ooh, It was okay to me. I like the tribute to Queen Latifah. I like the tribute to DMX, yeah. And Bruno Mars, I love Bruno Mars, so yeah, they had me lit.
Okay. It was definitely the solo guitar from her. Yes, and coming down from the ceiling in that darn playing the drums. Like, she kills everybody, period. Like, she is just so mad talented. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, Kirk Franklin and Lil Baby. Nobody seen that collaboration.
Didn't they open?
Yes.
And that's how you supposed to open a BET.
Yes. Nobody seen that collaboration coming. So I was just like, okay, y'all. All right, Lil Baby. He gave a little clap. He wasn't too,
He looked like he was finna go to sleep.
Right.
Man, I should have watched it.
Yeah.
I should have watched it. I should have seen
Jasmine
it.
Sullivan
It was good.
and Ari Lennox. How about we talk about that?
Yes.
That's real music.
I
That's
agree.
real music.
I agree.
Yes.
What y'all think about Ari Lennox real quick? Because I feel like she doesn't get the props that she should get.
She don't.
Some of them props she don't need. But
Whoa.
I love Ari Lennox. Like, I do. I rise for her. But
Is that Shea Butter?
Yes.
it's like...
Oh, I love her.
Right.
I love her.
I do too.
Underrated. Very underrated.
I agree.
And I'm going to say it like this. Her music is classy. Very classy. Whipped Cream, I literally was listening to that before we got here. I mean, it brings me to a mood, and it's not the mood. And I like that about her.
Okay.
Very, very professional.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
She be having me feeling myself.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, speaking of her, her
You
and
gotta watch her performance. It was good.
Really?
yeah, that's
I'm
what I was
gonna
gonna
go
say.
back
Her
to
and
Jasmine
Jasmine
Sullivan,
Sullivan, and
Really?
she actually won for album of the year.
Ari Lennox?
You know what I'm saying?
Or Jasmine?
No, Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
You just mad about?
No, I love Ari Lennox. It's just now that you got the celebrity title, act like a celebrity. She don't do that. Why are you still posting with your neck hair out? I'm sorry.
I love it.
No. Now I'm finna get dragged. But
Drag them.
I mean, like, if you're a celebrity, you have to hold yourself to certain standards. That is understandable. She just posts anything. And I guess we're normalizing that with celebrities. Like, we supposed to be normal people. That's cool, but at the same time, if you're making all this money, act like it. And
I think
I love her though.
She seems down to earth though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It seems like
Too down to earth. Like, she's like a Summer Walker. Like, she don't really want to do this. But if you
I
put
don't
me up
get
to
Summer
something,
Walker.
Summer Walker don't.
Wait.
no, I feel like Ari Lennox is like a more out there Summer Walker. But Summer Walker, she completely shuts down.
Okay, somebody was gonna say something about Summer Walker.
Summer Walker she doesn't even give the impression that she's involved. Like, she's like, oh, I dropped a couple of bangers, I'm out. And if that's how you want to do, that's how you want to do. But I like her, like the stuff that she originally came out with. Like, what was it? Shame.
Last Day of Summer album.
Yeah. I mean, and then, you make that transition into the industry. You start to put those big projects together and you start to get lazy. And I like it. I like the covers, but I was really anticipating, something original.
That's what I be saying about the celebrities in they not holding up to their titles. Like, sis, we got you this far, and this what you gonna do? Feed your baby some bull? All right.
Yeah.
Counsel her.
Yeah.
Damn, not canceling. Okay, so out of the hip hop category, it looks like Lil Baby won. He won in the category of Pop Smoke, Drake, J. Cole, The Baby, and Jack Harlow. Y'all think that was warranted?
They did exactly
I
what
love
they
them, so yeah.
Yeah, I
They
feel
They
like
did exactly what they were supposed to.
That's your
Yeah,
baby.
'cause
That's my baby.
Lil Baby.
I am
And
so
I'ma stay
proud
beside
of him.
Right.
Yes, I am so proud of him. I feel like, for one, I feel like he has been so underrated. Like, he is the one artist that you can say, like, he is into everything. He's into politics. He's into gospel. He's into, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's really trying to actually take his platform somewhere. So he definitely need to get his flowers. It's way overdue.
He's for the
I
culture.
agree.
Definitely.
Lil Baby is definitely for the culture.
Definitely.
That's me, y'all.
Okay.
Jada go get you. Jada go get you.
Female-wise, Megan Thee Stallion won in her category of Best Female Hip Hop. In that category was Cardi B, Lotto, Coi Leray, Saweetie, and Doja Cat.
Well, they did not put Nicki Minaj in there, but we all know Nicki Minaj won. Either way, go.
Period.
Doja Cat should have won because I feel like Doja Cat has been giving us performances after performance. Like, she been doing her every time it's different.
So
Megan Thee Stallion, she's just been giving a whole bunch of booty shaking, girl. I like it, but come on, give us something else.
It's hot.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing with Doja Cat. I do love her performances, and I've had conversations with people. She's definitely different, but I almost don't consider her a rapper.
I don't consider her a rapper either. I think she's a pop artist.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
But she still slaps.
Definitely.
I just
I
feel
like-
like
Definitely.
I just feel like with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, most of their music our kids can really just listen to. You know what I mean? Because it's always they're always talking about
Yeah.
Booty
private,
cheeks.
Well,
and-
here's the thing.
you know, sucking and all that sort of thing.
Here's the thing. This is where I'm gonna push back a little bit on it. And I'm not gonna reveal my age. However, I grew up listening to such females as Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown and Trina, and all of them were kind of talking about the same thing.
But it's all in how you talk about it. Like, I understand my good, but my good enough to make $1 million. Come on now.
And
She
then-
don't say that. She say, I'm gonna do this and make him cry.
And then it's like our music today, if y'all think about back in the day, when we was listening to like the old school songs and stuff like that, you didn't really know what they was talking about as kids. You know what I mean? You couldn't really piece it together until you got older. You listened to it and then you like, dang, is that what they was saying? But nowadays it's so blunt to where the kids pick up on it really fast.
I still have to push back because again, I grew up listening to CDs like Snoop, and Snoop was very vulgar. Uncle Luke
Better know it.
was very vulgar. What's the guy? Cocktails. Just saying Cocktails. Too Short.
Yes.
Too Short.
What about Lucille? Like, she real old. She was back in the day with
She's real. I have no idea who that
I'm
is.
talking about like Denise LaSalle and Betty.
Yes.
You
them
get what I'm
folks.
saying? Them, you didn't. That was, you know, but you just didn't know what they was really.
Well, yes, and maybe that's the thing, and maybe we're talking about where the change kind of happened because Trina, Lil' Kim, and them, they kind of in the
That was out
90s,
there.
in the late 90s, on into the 99 to 2000. But that's when I think people were more raunchy, so to speak, and going back to like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah and even Salt and Pepper. Like, I mean, they had a song "Let's Talk About Sex," but it was
Nobody
almost
was
like
TLC,
educational,
yeah.
Right.
you know, as opposed to like eat my, you know what I'm saying? So I agree. I think that's how it is nowadays, though. A lot of rappers, they don't be soft about when they say stuff. They just be raw and uncut.
But it never.
Like,
But that's what
sells.
sells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why Megan and the reason why Cardi are the names that you hear when they say rap right now is because, you know, it is raw and that's
People
what
are into that type of stuff right now.
And I mean, social media has a lot to do with that. So
I agree. But
Actual
speaking of Megan, you know, her and DaBaby, they kind of fell out due to the fact that DaBaby did a song with old boy. What's his name?
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez. You know, and if y'all paid attention
She
during
flew right
like
off.
it was like DJ Khaled's performance, and she did her little version, just like walked
Yeah.
off the stage. So what do y'all think about, or how y'all feel about that situation? Does she owe him, or does the baby owe Megan loyalty, or how do y'all feel about?
I feel like
loyalty?
business is business. You know what I mean? Like
Money talk.
that's money. You know, like you shouldn't even. It's just like me being friends with Nia and say me and her fall out, and I'm getting mad at Nia for still socializing with her. Like no, that's not how it's supposed to be. Now, if we're talking and you're talking about me to that person, then that's where the loyalty breaks. You know what I mean? So that's a whole different situation.
There should be a professional relationship.
Right.
between them.
Right.
So nobody should be turning down money because of something happened between you and another person. It makes no sense. That's childish.
Especially if that third person had nothing
To do with it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to look on each side, try to feel, and I was kind of leaning Megan's way a little bit, like I could understand why she felt that way. But then I was watching some, and I seen how she was really being hypocritical, because her, Megan and Nicki had done a record, and then not a couple of months later, then she did a record with Cardi, and she actually talked about it and was like, basically I could do a song with whoever I want. So if you can say that, then how will you come back and then feel that way about the baby?
Right.
Double standard.
It's always like that. It's just like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. They had they little, but they still did records together after the fight.
I don't know if they done a
No,
record
they did
since Motorsport.
Before.
Yes, they had got into it around that time, didn't they?
They was beef. Well,
That was
Cardi was beefing
that was
with
the whole
herself
reason
then.
why they was beefing, because she tried to say that Nicki Minaj or something took her verse off after she took her verse or something like that.
I remember that.
They were trying to figure out who verse was better.
verse go
and,
last.
yeah.
Well, we already know who verse is better. It's not even a.
watch your man. You should watch your mouth.
It's stupid. Just
Honestly.
the whole, like,
I mean, it's like. So, do y'all think that the industry puts female rappers against each other?
Definitely.
Yeah.
No,
And
I think social media does that.
and it also plays a big influence to other people's lives as well. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
You know?
Why don't you?
I mean, you gonna have beef. Let's be honest. You had beef in high school, so just because you get a little money, I mean, if anything, the money is the reason you're beefing. It's not. It don't got nothing to do with the person. It has everything to do with the status that the person has because of the money. So yes, I mean, they might be putting each other, against one another. But I mean, look at Soulja Boy and Bow Wow. Mm-hmm. They was cutting up the whole night. But at the end of the day, it's like, bruh, you don't have a hit today, and it's like all your hits are trash. So
Yeah, it was kind of a playful. You never knew whether they were serious or not serious. But I feel like that's the thing with men and women. And I don't know if it's the industry or if it just happened to do with the sexes and the way they are. Because rap is competitive, period. That's why one of the things why I love rap. Because there's that aggression behind it. There's that I want to be number one. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe you're number one, you're really not a good artist. And they have all these male artists and all of them can still coexist. When it comes to females, though, it doesn't necessarily seem that way. Like Nicki, for example.
It's always competition.
Yeah, and when people boast and say they're the best, it's looked at differently. They're not looked at as the boss or this. They're looked at as being a bitch, or they doing too much, or they brag too much, or whatever. Do y'all think there's a difference in male rappers and female?
I feel like women, not we, but women artists always end up bumping heads more than guys. But then at the same time, I guess it's both ways, I guess. I mean, the only thing that I can say is women, we always want to let everybody know, women artists, they always want to let everybody know that they're into this type of person. The guys, you don't know until somebody gets shot.
No, for real.
For real. You don't never know until somebody that got shot or they make diss records about each other.
Right.
Women, the female artists always got to let it be known that they don't like this person.
As soon as she say so.
I think with guys in rap, you can be the best lyrical rapper or you can be the best trap rapper. You know what I'm saying? Rap has so many different subcategories that I think with the guys, it's so normal to be like, yeah, I'm the best in my city, and I'm cool with just being the best in my city. Like Memphis rap. Like Memphis rap is not the same as, I don't know, Harlem. Like Yo Gotti doesn't sound the same as Dave East, and they're not trying to compete with one another, and they know that your records aren't gonna sell here and your records aren't gonna sell here. But I think with women, like women are a little bit more. They have to be a little bit more vocally inclined when it comes to the microphone. Like regardless of what type of promotion, like if you're like Doja Cat and you doing, you know, like the pop and the or I don't know, Young M.A. and it's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, Suwoo. I think that the girls, like everybody is competing for that spot. I mean, like it's like crabs trying to climb to the top.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's still a man's world.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't want us up there.
You gotta speak up for the mic. They can't hear you.
I said at the end of the day, it's a man's world still, and they don't want to put us up there with them.
Yeah.
Because you never see them compare. Like, it shouldn't be a best female. It should be a best rap artist, a best lyricist artist, a best whatever it is.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a separation between sexes. What is that?
Okay.
Rap is rap.
But that don't matter once the money come in.
That's true.
That's
Because
true.
they don't get paid the same either. They don't have the
At
same
all.
kind of deals.
Just like
Speaking of money and speaking of rappers, well, a new rapper, obviously people might be familiar with him. His name is Pooh Shiesty. And he has recently been indicted for allegedly being involved in a shooting and a robbery. And how they connected him to the robbery is there was a bag that was dropped at the scene, and they connected the serial numbers on that money to some money he had flashed on Instagram months and months and months ago. So I'll ask, do you feel like in today's time that we do too much for the gram?
Definitely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The whole
Definitely.
social media platform.
Before social media, what were you doing?
Mind
you were
my
definitely not
business.
flashing.
We was worried about our MySpace pages.
Right.
We put on the background what song we gonna be in our top 5.
I was
We
just
not
telling
worried
my
about-
I was just telling my daughter
We was
that.
not worried about no social
Yes.
media.
Because these kids nowadays, they got cell phones and
Kids.
all these different. Yeah, I had to get on.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
like
They got all these
kids.
different cell
my
phones.
age, she
And
got a phone.
I didn't have a
Right.
cell
Yeah.
phone.
It's like they got more access to everything. We
Yeah.
didn't have that, so it's now
They
they can
wanna
see
go outside
any
and
and
play.
everything.
You can't
Here's
get
the
them
thing,
go
though.
outside
But
and
no,
play.
I can't. I wouldn't let my child outside to go play either.
I
Nowadays,
mean, I do that too. I'd be scared.
I feel like, I don't know if I blame it on social media though. And here's why. I feel like social media pretty much is just an amplification. It just amplifies who you are. So let's say you always like to start something. You always into something. You always into some drama. Social media allows you to get into drama with millions and millions
Right.
and
Okay.
millions of
I can
people.
see that.
And
I-
go ahead.
I think the issue with social media isn't that there are people out there that just like to start problems, but the fact that those people would never say that out loud. Like I'm gonna use the word an aggressive personality. Like you're not going to walk up on me and disrespect me to my face. But that same person might have the audacity to
Thumb thug.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, thumb
Like,
thug. Maybe thumb thug.
look
You know
right
it.
look right at you and decide that I'm going to take shots at you behind the camera, behind the phone. And like, I seen a video on, what was it, Facebook Live, and they had a whole shootout just based off of what was said online. So,
And there's so many people that done got killed, you know what I mean, for posting stuff on Facebook and throwing shots at people, and that person come to that person's house and
Okay.
murder
You got to
them.
think about Pop Smoke. Like they
Yeah.
just saw his shit on Instagram and went to his place. So
Yeah.
social media, I'm just gonna say it's too excessive. Like like anybody can figure out where the fuck I live. So it's just like everybody's a target right now.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna say I feel like they're pressured because, for instance, like you said
What
about
social media's
Ari,
pressuring people.
I feel like celebrities are pressured to do the most on social
Absolutely.
media because, for instance, like if he wouldn't have been flashing all that money, that food would be free right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, as fans, we be like, hey, we got you here. okay, show us what you doing. Show us where the money is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I feel like it's on both hands. Like, celebrities, they gotta be the fad. Like, they, at this point, they don't even care what type of news that they get. They just want to be in the news, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's like, yeah, I gotta be pressured because I gotta show these people I'm out here working. Like, I gotta act a fool because I gotta be in these blogs. I gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
And that's how it is
Like,
with everybody now. Like, even just little kids who trying to get famous. Like, they going out here shooting people, just doing small shit to get famous. And it's just like, everybody does not need to be famous. We need
Just copy off what they see.
Yeah.
These are celebrities.
facts.
They fiending for them views.
They see they get attention, so let me go act a fool on social media so I can get the attention too.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye West was saying something like that. It was like in the 808s or something in the beats that's making, I don't know. I ain't gonna say it.
I know what you're talking about. I seen that.
But that was crazy.
The frequency waves.
Yeah,
that
it's
they
like
put in the music.
damn near MK Ultra.
Yeah.
I rock with Kanye.
he don't
I had to
remember.
say it.
Okay,
Past
I do
or
too.
the present?
Pass. I'm past.
Pass.
Give me some. Yeah, it's
I'm
Chicago
a college
Kanye for me.
dropout.
I don't know.
I mean,
College
Kanye.
dropout, sure.
Yes, yes, but not the
Classic.
new
Nah,
mental health.
I think-
He needs to be there.
Definitely.
after
After his mom passed, it was over.
Yeah, it was
That was it.
downhill
And,
from
and,
there.
that, and that's a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I support him. I understand he a little bipolar. He like that nowadays. Everybody's on the spectrum, but he
That's
is just a
true.
little harder.
Yeah.
And he be saying a whole bunch of nonsense, so we just gotta be able to ignore him sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
know when to listen.
Exactly.
I feel like he's on a different platform. Like, I can't think like Kanye because I don't know what it's like to have $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
don't know what stress he's under every day. We don't know, like, his daily problems. So I'm sure, hell, look at Britney. She, you know what I'm saying, a little thrown off too. It's just,
You got all
when you
these
have a different type of stature of money, I'm sure it's a different
They
type
got
of
all these people
problem.
around you.
That's why I don't want to be famous. I just want to be well known, wealthy. Just give me a
Right.
little bit, not too much, but
I
just
just
enough.
want people up.
Yeah.
As I was saying, Bill Cosby, yesterday, recently, basically was released from jail. So how do y'all feel about him being released?
The first thing that came to my head was finally, like,
No, for real.
let his old self out, like.
This man, at this point, y'all done waited too damn long.
I'm going to say, okay, being a survivor of, of being sexually abused, like, of course we never feel like it's, we finally got justice, you know what I'm saying, to those women, because we never going to know what really happened, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not going to lie, when there's drugs tied into parties, a lot of stuff can get, misread, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, we will never really know what happened. Like, all we can say is, he served his time. Society said that was enough, and now he released. That's
Everybody
it.
get a little clout.
So I mean, I'm sorry to all those women. We would never know. We would never know, and I hate that for them. I really do. So
They need to focus on them people that was on Epstein. What's his name? Epstein's island.
Okay.
They need to focus on him. Like,
Damn.
I want to see some of them go to
That's
jail.
how I feel.
Right.
No, but
That's how I feel.
they not gonna go because, well, let me not say that. They're gonna go eventually. But it's too many people tied into it.
Right.
Here's the thing, and I think this is the thing that a lot of black people find ourselves in, and I think some people don't get this. We understand that people do wrong. We understand that. We understand if Lil Pookie shoots somebody, you know what I'm saying? We understand he needs to go to jail or doing wrong. But in our heads, I think we feel like that we know white people are doing, and we're just keeping it 100, 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50 times more.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get off, for this crime that we did,
I mean, I'm not hating.
that's how I think we feel. Y'all agree or y'all?
Yeah.
No, I would agree with that all the way. I mean, in certain circumstances, because some people just do wrong out of wrong,
Right.
and your ass gotta go.
Right. I mean, there's okay. So what's the limit, or what's the bar? Where's the where, and I almost think about like cancel culture. Like nowadays,
You get canceled.
Cancel culture not even real.
it's not.
They don't get canceled for real.
It's not. But there are certain things that are just stupid. Where you like they cancel him for that because they said this, and sometimes it's like nah, he need to be canceled. So where is y'all limit? Where's y'all lines fall?
R. Kelly. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
When you have a history of, let's call it, illegal, immoral, unethical characteristics.
Even if it is consensual, it's nasty.
Right.
And
But when the white people do it,
I'm not saying that's not the same with the
I don't
white
know who doing it in the white people community.
A lot of them, all of them.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Almost everybody.
check them, girl. They do.
Yeah, I mean,
But R. Kelly, yeah.
I
he
just
needed
feel like
it.
when you're in that position, you should be using your power
For good.
for good.
Instead of
and
evil.
it's not only the okay, well, I'm having sex with these minors or whatever the case may be. It's the abuse that you're putting them through too, like for taking them, stripping them from their families, and making them pee in a pot or a bucket or whatever the case may be, and making them get breast implants, forcing them to do certain things.
But I
like
thought that's
that.
what they wanted to do. I thought they was on the interview saying, "Oh,
Not all.
Well, no,
of
you're
Some
see,
people-
you're right, and I think that kind of speaks to how he was a master manipulator.
okay."
Because he basically was
Sure.
telling them to be like, hey, tell them that you feel like this and you feel like that. And so when they got in front of the news, and what's the people's name?
Azriel Clary and Joyce Lynn.
Yeah. And so so he pretty much was coaching them to say certain things or whatever. And I think, like you said, I think that's the really the difference, because he was not allowing them to be around their family, and
Oh.
they got
Isolating
sisters
them.
crying on the
Oh,
phone.
so this
to
was
them.
forceful.
Yes.
So
See,
that's a
I thought
different
they just
thing.
like being peed on.
No.
I ain't
Some
mean
people
it.
like that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's a kink, but
Don't pee on me.
It's a kink. It's a fetish. I don't want.
yeah, we absolutely
But
tried
it
it.
is a fetish and a kink.
I mean, people like what they like.
Yeah.
I mean,
But no, and that's why when Joycelyn Azriel, when she like escaped the Trump Tower, she like went on there and was like, yeah, he's a liar, he's a manipulator, he said this and that. Like Azriel like changed her whole story, got back with her family, and was like,
Oh, okay.
she's back with her family now.
Oh,
Wow, that was gonna say the same thing.
Because, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. He up there trying to defend himself.
That's it.
Bye. Bye. Rob.
Hi, I'm Nia. I'm a model. I also own a business. It's called Butterfly Blinks by Nia. I have really so many upcoming projects, but my latest project is with Blackburn Enterprises. They are getting ready to have a pajama party on July 17th, so y'all need to pull up, okay?
Oh,
Where can
where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at, so my Instagram is _Queen Simone, and Simone is CYMONE. And then my Facebook is Nia Simone Modeling. So, any of the two.
Word, okay. It's your boy Jay Marshall. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of different hats, but what I'm focusing on right now is building my freelance modeling business, Jay Marshall and Company. You can find me on Facebook at Jay Marshall. Find me on Instagram at JAY.MARRSHALL. And be looking out for events that we're doing. We have a monthly shootout, a monthly roll call. We're calling it a roll call. It's a major networking event focused on getting models into the industry. So be looking out for that.
Hey, I'm Lily, aka Lovely Sasha, the model. You can find me on Instagram at YouFoundLily_. That's the letter U. There you'll find my business page, Lovely Lingerie. Get into it, and I model as well. So when you follow me, you'll find out everything that I got going on.
Bye guys, it's me. Take this play again. I already told y'all where to follow me. That's where I have all my work, all my inquiries if you need anything done.
So just in case they missed it.
Yeah, just in case you missed it, I creative direct. So any pictures you see, I do that. I dance, shake a little something every now and then. I paint. Again, I'm your everyman. Call me when you need me.
All right. Guess we'll holler at you. Peace.
Yay.